Hey guys! Say hi! Just looking around. Looking around. Oh, there's your big brother. Hey guys, we are here today to do Piper's 4-month update. She is actually 4 months old today. Today is November 5th. And before we get started, don't mind the huge mess over here. And the door is open because Jackson is going in and out. But I wanted to hurry up and film this video because we are gonna be out of town next week. So I think, was it last update? We were all wearing our Gamecock stuff again. Today the Gamecocks are playing, so we're all in our gear. But let's go ahead and get started on her update because there's kind of a lot to chat about. What do you think? Oh, what's in your mouth? So her first little update is that she had her first hurricane evacuation. What do you think about that? What do you think about that? Say, I had no idea what was going on, but I was a good girl. She did really good. We had to leave at nighttime and drive during her bedtime and everything, and we were in traffic, and she did great. So we were gone for a little bit. Thankfully, none of our stuff got ruined or anything, so we're back safe and sound. So Piper is also laughing a lot this month. I think she might have laughed for the first time last month, but it was like only here and there. Look at her, she's like looking around at everything. Oh, hey, River. But now she laughs a lot, especially when she sees herself in the mirror. I think she thinks like there's another baby smiling at her, but she loves to laugh, and Jane can get her to laugh a lot too, which is really cute. She's also at the phase where she loves to sit up and be looking around at everything. So she has her little bouncy chair that we put her in a lot, ooh, but that's like laying back, and sometimes she gets a little bit fussy if she can't see us, especially me. She likes to see me. So usually I have it in the kitchen with me if I'm cooking dinner, but if for some reason I like walk out of her sight, then she starts to get really fussy and want me to stand right next to her. But if I'm sitting right next to her, she's fine in the chair. But otherwise, she loves to sit in her bumbo seat or just like on my lap like this, sitting up, like looking around. Oh, there goes Chris. No, she hasn't quite rolled over yet, but she's practicing her rolling. So she does tummy time, and most of the time she just has a fit before she can get herself to roll over. I know you're supposed to let them cry a little bit because that's what coaxes them to want to roll over. But after a while, I'm just like, okay, you can sit back up. And then she can go from her back like to her side. She hasn't quite rolled over all the way onto her belly yet. We're practicing that, and we're also practicing grabbing for toys. If you could put a toy next to her hand or tap it on her hand, she'll grab it and pull it to her mouth, but she doesn't quite reach out yet. I think she might have done it yesterday, but I don't know if it was just like a fluke. So we're practicing that as well, but she's doing really good with like her hand-eye coordination. She is cooing and talking a lot, especially when her siblings are around, and she loves Jane and Jackson a ton. She could like stare at them and look at them play all day long. And I think it's because she realizes that they're like more her age maybe, I don't know, or they're definitely more interesting because they're like going everywhere all the time, like go, go, go. So she likes to look at them, and she like talks to them and coos to them, and she just is really enjoying being a little sister. Little sister. I can finally walk around and hold her on my hip, you know, like a regular baby. Walk around, which is very nice because then I have a free hand and I don't feel like I'm gonna drop her or anything. And I think she likes to sit like this better. Sometimes I'll hold her out in front like this as well so she can see stuff, but it's a lot easier to hold her on my hip. And like I said, I think she enjoys that. She is constantly putting her hands in her mouth. That's her new thing. And like I said, if she's ever grabbing a toy, she'll definitely put it straight into her mouth. But at nighttime, sometimes I hear her like sucking on her hand. She's not quite like sucking her thumb or anything, but she'll have like her fist in her mouth and like slobber and drool, which brings me to my next thing. She's drooling a ton, which I know this is like right when babies start drooling everywhere. So we're starting to have to wear like bibs or just like wipe her up all the time because there's drool everywhere. So hands in the mouth, slobber, like, can you see this? No. She has like slobber and drool all over her hand right now. And like her outfit is all wet and her mouth is all wet, but you're still cute. She sat in the stroller like a big girl, finally, for the first time. I think she might have done it with my mom for the first time because Jane told me that she did, but I wasn't quite sure. But this month for sure, without the car seat like hooked into the stroller, we just strapped her into the stroller, and I think she liked that. Again, she got to see everything and look around and be facing forward, so I think that's how we're gonna be doing our walks from now on. She also celebrated her first Halloween and she dressed up as a witch. She did really good. She just sat in the stroller like a good girl, and she even took like a little snooze. I think she's eating my hand. A little snooze while we did our trick-or-treating, but she was a really cute witch. And I can't wait for next year when she can like walk around and maybe trick-or-treat as well. She is starting to drop her third nap. Some days she doesn't take one at all, and some days she takes like a 10 or 15 minute nap, especially if we're getting in the car after, in the afternoon, like before dinner time, she'll take a little nap. But if we're just hanging around the house, most of the time she doesn't fall asleep, so she's kind of in the middle of dropping it. Before anyways, it was like a 30 minutes to maybe 45-minute nap. So it's not a huge nap to drop or anything, but it's nice because then I know she'll go to sleep good, which brings me to my next point. She is falling asleep on her own, which she has been this whole time, but she falls asleep really good. She knows if I'm putting her down in her crib and we're swaddling her, she is, did I say swallowing? I meant swaddling. She knows she doesn't make a peep. We'll put the passy in, swaddle her up, put her sound machine on, turn the light off, and that's it. She just goes to sleep, which is awesome. She is just like Jane and Jackson to where she loves to put her lovey in her face when she's sleeping, which makes me a little bit nervous, but Jane and Jackson did the same exact thing, and she also knows how to pull it off of her face. But I don't know if all babies like to have something on their face while they sleep, or like snuggled up to it or something, but all three of my kids did. But that is it for all of her update. I'm gonna give you guys her stats because we already went to her 4-month appointment. She is 14 pounds, 1 ounce, which is the 51st percentile. She is 25 inches tall, which is the 78th, so she's a little bit tall, which makes sense because she's in like 6-month jammies already. And like 6-month onesies, like she's too tall to wear the 3 months. And then she has 16.4 inch head, and I don't know what percentile that is because they had to remeasure her head because it was wrong the first time. And then 15.8 body mass index. So she is growing and she's good, but she's definitely, compared to Jane and Jackson and their stats at 4 months, she's definitely our smallest baby. She's tall like everyone else, but weight wise and everything else, she's our tiniest little one, which is fun because she's the baby. So I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. I can't believe she's already 4 months old. Time is flying by, and she is just like getting a personality and loving everyone and just trying to interact as much as she can. She's like a little baby now. She's not like a newborn. But I hope you guys liked the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Give it a thumbs up, Jackson. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you guys in our next video. Jackson, you want to say bye-bye? Bye. Bye. I can't see you. Say bye-bye. 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 Can you give Piper a kiss? Oh, bye.